films. Okay, well, let's have a look at development, shall we? Let's just pause the game real quick. Oh, 1st January 2060. What a coincidence. Coincidence indeed. Okay, so, Spain, looking quite good. It's catching up on its development. Just one red province in Europe to go. And, yeah, it will be caught up, almost, with Poland. Yes, it's about on par with Poland in terms of development, by size. Portugal, they're doing alright. They're doing alright. They could be doing better. They're about on par with middle Sweden here. Can we call that middle Sweden? Southern Sweden in our timeline. This would be middle Sweden plus Stockholm. Yeah, maybe they're about on par with that, but on a much smaller scale. Britain, doing perfectly. I mean, Western Isles still quite poor, but the Faroes are still quite poor from Denmark, and Orkney's still quite poor, and the Shetlands are pretty rich. So, you know, you can't have everything. Ireland, yep. It's doing alright. It's catching up. It's getting there. Well, Northern Ireland. Well, I mean, no. The, occupied territories. Yes. France, yeah, doing alright for itself. Belgium, catching up to the Netherlands. Never gonna happen. Germany and Italy, looking quite nice. Czech Republic, also looking quite nice. Austria, yeah, it's doing alright. The Balkans, of course, now... It looks like there's just a hub centering around Macedonia, where there's just a bunch of development, and then there's really poor places. But all around Macedonia, there's quite significant development where there isn't in other places in the Balkans here, like, you know, Bosnia and Herzegovina, or where it was at least, and parts of Croatia. Romania's looking quite nice. Belarus, Lithuania, Latvia, poorest countries in Europe, probably. Oh, and Finland. Yeah. Russia's not poor. Looks poor, not poor. Big difference. However, they may be poorer. Whoa! I did not see that. Well, yeah, they're poorer now. Now Mongolia looks even more weird. So... They didn't bother getting all of Ilhan. They didn't bother getting Sakhalin, or, you know, Iran, or Miyuga-san, or Nikolaev on Amur. No, let's just take most of it, and then leave bits to rot. Because, I mean, strategically, that's a good idea. That's a really good idea. You isolate, you exclave parts of a country so they're easier to break up and invade later. But at the same time, you're gonna have... I mean, they could build a military base, nuclear missile base, whatever they want in that region, and you can't do anything about that until you invade. It'd look bad if you invade, you know, a couple of years after you just did. Anyway, I digress. Novosibirsk has been lost to China, and China is looking good. Apart from Korea. Korea, what are you doing? Okay, Korea is just blocking the name placement at this point. I mean, they are doing very well for themselves, considering now that North Korea is, you know, catching up to South Korea on development, because South Korea is too overpopulated and too rich. It's doing quite well. It's about half now, the development of South Korea proper. Which is good. It's very good. And Chad. Well then. Kong. No, they're not involved. Egypt, Chad, Nigeria. Going to absolutely wreck Spain. So let's keep an eye on this. All of you know, the rich parts of Nigeria and Morocco occupied. Let's not worry about the Sahara. I mean, nobody does. And also, why do we have 60,000 troops sieging down Arguin? It's 5 development. You don't need to do it. Come on, Spain. I mean, they are occupying not Benghazi. next to Benghazi. Dana? Yeah, Dana and Badia. And down here, troop movements. I mean, this is... Why? Why do you have these troop movements? They are so boring. You could be engaging their forces, you know, Nigeria and Egypt. You could be storming through the Sahara Desert. No, we'll sit in Spanish Mali. Yes, good idea. Sit in Spanish Mali and take them out of the war, because we can do that. And then the Spanish will come from the north and it'll all happen again. Oh look, the British-Japanese punitive war is not occurring. However, we can continue on our development search. So, we kind of skipped over. We went from Central Asia and then we saw China. And we just blinked. I mean, we were done at that point. However, let's go check. Let's go in depth. Let's go down into Turkey. Turkey is looking very good. Very, very good. Israel, also, you know, looking very insignificant and very small. Of course, I mean, this is the perfect two-state solution, guys. Just make Palestine a long-life ally of Egypt. Of Iraq and Saudi Arabia, sorry, not Egypt. And, you know, give Egypt all of Israel and move them to Tadmor in Syria, because why not? Perfect idea. You separate the two children. No. I mean, that would probably work better than the current solution, which is, let's eat away Palestinian territory and, make illegal settlements and exterminate the population. No, just kidding. No, that doesn't happen. Of course not. Why would I ever say such a horrible thing? Anyway, Turkmenistan looking very good. Very, very good. Very rich in the south. Very poor in the north where it actually lives. Oh well. Where most of the country is situated. Now, I don't understand why this Uzbek force didn't go after the smaller one. Because now they're going to lose that battle, have most of their army wiped, and probably going to lose all of New Uzbekistan. Which is sad. Finally, we see some progress. Hopefully the US invade Mexico. But, wishful thinking. Second Zambian-Mozambican nationalist war and the Tanzanian reconquest of Buzinza. Buzinza? Yes. Tanzania, Rwanda, and Comoros up against Uganda, Ethiopia, Central Africa, and Mozambique. And Zambia up against Mozambique. Okay. Hopefully Mozambique disappears. I mean, there are only 3 provinces now. Oh, wow. Oh, they're 4. I'm sorry. They're insignificant still. There we go! Hooray! Zambia, you are the best country. You finished off them, and now you're going to take Angola because you care about neat borders, yeah? No? Okay. Strategically, though, a peaceful salient into a country like Namibia had with this bit, the Tenge, which connects there. It's not fun, because, I mean, somebody could just conquer the bit that connects to the main bit of land, this little bit, and then that entire land is unusable to your forces, because you cut off. You gotta go round, or you gotta go through. And if they reinforce that properly, there's no getting that land back there anytime soon. Luckily, Namibia's a bit poor. I mean, not GDP per capita wise, but just in general, like, not even natural resources. They're arid. It's just an arid country. Can't do much to change that now. particularly with what their policies are, but oh well. Hopefully Tanzania fixes this bit of a border problem they have with the exclave. They have to go across Lake Victoria to get to Karagwe. But Buzinza and Buyugoma hopefully going and fixing that. And hopefully Rwanda gains from this as well. Though it's not likely, because that's 37,000 Ugandan troops. And that's a lot of troops compared to the other side. However, Zambia did take out one of the people in the war, so I mean, they have that going for them. Zambia so close to sea access on both sides. Namib, or the coastline of Namibia, on one side, and on the other side, Ibo, through Swaziland. They are so close, yet so far. Ah, man. I actually feel very sorry, because Swaziland, I do believe, is one of their long-time... No, okay. Well, that's alright. I mean, if they both don't like... You see, interesting thing is here. Zambia, if Zambia declares war on South Africa, Nigeria is going to join on their side. And Nigeria is pretty good. And also, Chad finally ended the war. And Chad's looking good. So, Chad took a bunch of Sahara Desert, Tadmeka, and Azawag. Azawag? Don't quote me on that. Don't quote me at all on that. Anyway. And Algeria is, back. Morocco's back. Tlemcen's back. Basically, Spanish Maghreb's in 3 pieces. A good thing too. Spain finally having its complete control over Northern Africa relinquished. Just gone. It's gone. I mean, they still have the really rich provinces, but they can't do anything now. They have to go back and take Melilla and Ceuta and all of Morocco, all of rich Morocco, and whew, that's a mess. That's a big mess. I'm gonna give up on looking at that. Liberian changed government form of Ghana. Looks like we're gonna have to go back there. Paraguayan reconquest of Chaco Boreal. Saudi Arabian Iraqi nationalist war. We should probably check that one first. That one looks like it's been progressed. Oh no. This one first, then that one, then that one, then that one. And, oh well, the Tanzanian conquest we've already checked. So let's scroll in here. Have a look. Liberia up against a bunch of small people. Ghana, Togo, Sierra Leone. Ooh, maybe Sierra Leone will disappear, finally. And Niger. Rightio. Where are their troops? Uh-oh. Well, I think Liberia is going to break up. 19,000 with the 3-star general up against 2,000. Oh dear. Paraguay's looking alright, you know. Can't complain. Paraguay's on the side of Brazil and Chile, who's Arica and Rapa Nui. Anyway, Paraguay's on that side, Bolivia and Argentina on the other. Hopefully Guyana goes under the thumb of Venezuela properly, and Ecuador does the same. I mean, Colombia's not even gone yet. Colombia's still there in the Andes. And hopefully Argentina becomes less of a player in the world stage, because I tell you, they're annoying. But they have a 3-star general, so probably not. Also, I thought this was about Chaco Boreal. I mean, granted, that's a really rich province. It's also one of the few remaining South American provinces in South America. Religion-wise, but, interesting that they haven't, picked on it yet. So that's a battle that's gonna happen. Here we go. The crushing of the Bolivian army. And, oh, look. Can we call this the Little Bolivia? Let's call this Little Bolivia. as their army is about to be wrecked. Maybe not. Maybe yes, maybe no. We'll see. 78,000 troops down here, 58,000 up there, 50,000 or 51,000 there, plus a bunch of 7,000, 25,000 here. I mean, come on. Come on. These 78,000 Brazilians really need to get north before something bad happens. Also, the Paraguayans are actually occupying things now. Good job, Paraguay. Okay. Well, that war ended. Righto. Liberia is back to, well, Liberia. Sierra Leone has coastline again. But it's not in Sierra Leone.